Okay, we'll call the meeting to order at 7 p.m. We can stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mrs. Castle? Here. Mr. Hirakawa?
Here.
Mr. Lanacey?
Hello.
Mrs. Mack? Mr. Strang? We're going to move on to the annual organizational meeting and president. Do we have any nominations for president?
I would like, say that again?
A nomination for president?
Hmm?
A nomination for the president?
I would like to nominate Andrew for president.
We don't need seconds for that.
Yep,
stuff.
a second.
Oh, a second. No.
Okay. Mrs. Castle?
Yes.
Mr. Hirakawa?
Yes.
And Mr. Lanacey?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody.
Here. Freeze the jolly good
Close
fellow.
one.
Is that what
That campaign got a little lucky for me.
Do I need to read this out loud?
No.
Okay, I believe I take over from here, right?
Yep.
Okay. Part 2, Section B. We need someone to make a motion to nominate somebody to be vice president.
I'd like to nominate Darcy for vice president.
Second.
Questions or discussion? All
She
those
can't
in
turn down, she's not here.
It's too bad, yeah, we can't do an examination of her either.
A little question. Come full circle.
I was looking forward to it.
We can do all in favor, yeah.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? Congratulations, Darcy.
Does that go to?
Nope, that goes to you.
Oh, to me.
Oh.
I'm
Yep.
sorry. Passing on. Signing this thing.
It's too much paperwork.
Is this their oath of office? that you pen?
Yes.
I
Yep.
brought my own.
Just that
in
everybody
case.
has a new oath of office on file.
Okay. Do I need to sign one for being a
Why
board
did I
member?
get one?
For being a board member.
Oh,
Do I need one just to be a member?
Nope, you have one that covers you as president.
Okay.
what do I know?
Mhm.
Okay, Section 3, Appointment of Officers. We're going to do this as a consent agenda. Oath of office will be administered each year. A, Clerk of the Board, Sharon Hillis. B, District Treasurer, Mary Ellen Angrazano. C, Deputy Treasurer, Dr. Thomas Reardon. D, Tax Collector, Denise Fitzgerald. E, Internal Claims Auditor, Thomas Martin. And stipends for those, I should have read those. Clerk of the Board, the stipend is $4,872. Stipend for the District Treasurer is $12,914. No stipend for the Deputy Treasurer. Stipend for the Tax Collector is $4,778. And the stipend for the Internal Claims Auditor is $4,678. Somebody like to make a motion?
Moved.
And a second?
Second.
Any questions or discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? Okay. Section 4, other appointments, also a consent agenda. School physician, Riverview Pediatric, it's a yearly appointment at $50 per hour. School attorney, this is the second year of a 3-year contract for Gervin and Palazzo. Central treasurer, extra classroom activity account, Yearly appointment, no stipend, Denise Fitzgerald. Attendance officer, yearly appointment, no stipend, Catherine Fazioli. Independent auditor, third year of a 3-year contract, yearly at $13,200, Raymond G. Presser, CPA, PC. Record access officer, Commissioners Regulation 1, let's read that. Record access officer, yearly appointment, no stipend, Sharon Hillis. Records management officer, yearly appointment, no stipend, Sharon Hillis. Asbestos LEA designee, yearly appointment, no stipend, Alfred Degwire III. Pesticide notification officer, yearly appointment, no stipend, Alfred Degwire III. Purchasing agent, yearly appointment, no stipend, Dr. Thomas Reardon. And financial advisors, yearly at $145 per hour, Fiscal Advisors Incorporated. Someone to make a motion?
Moved.
Second?
Second.
Questions or discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those against? Okay. Designations, section 5, also consent agenda. Official bank depository for all funds, M&T Bank. Our regular meetings. There's a schedule on the agenda if you want to see all the dates. And then our official newspaper, the Troy Record. Would somebody to make a motion?
Moved.
And a second? Questions or discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Those against? Section 6, authorizations, also a consent agenda. To certify payrolls, Dr. Thomas Reardon. Conferences, convention, payment approval, workshop attendance, Dr. Thomas Reardon. To establish petty cash funds, Mary Ellen Agrazano in the business office, Catherine Fazioli in the main office. Business office will have $75 and the main office will have $50. Designation of signatures on checks, Mary Ellen Agrazano. Alternate designee for signatures on checks, Dr. Thomas Reardon. Budget transfers on chief school officers approval, Dr. Thomas Reardon. Superintendent to apply for grants and aid, state and federal, Dr. Thomas Reardon. Need a motion?
Moved. Second.
Questions or discussion? All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All those against? Section 7, official undertakings, bonds, consent agenda. District Clerk, Sharon Hillis. District Treasurer, Mary Ann Angrazano. Deputy Treasurer, Dr. Thomas Reardon. District Tax Collector, Denise Fitzgerald. Central Treasurer, Activity Funds, Denise Fitzgerald. Internal Claims Auditor, Thomas Martin. And all persons and positions required by law or regulation to be bonded. Need a motion?
Moved.
Second. Questions or discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those against? Section 8, other items, consent agenda. Readoption of all policies and codes of ethics in effect during the previous year. Establish the mileage reimbursement rate. It shall be the IRS established rate. Acting Superintendent, Dr. Mary Yotis. Rate for that is $125 a day in addition to her regular principal salary upon assignment. Driver physical/drug screening shall be St. Peter's Health Partners, yearly contract, DOT physicals $110, drug screening $75. Establishment of school breakfast lunch rates for 2018-19 school year. For the students, it shall be $1.60 for breakfast and $2.90 for lunch. Adults shall pay $2.27 for breakfast and $4.05 for lunch. And the set rates for substitutes. Substitute teacher / teaching assistant, $95 certified, $80 non-certified. Substitute teacher aide, $80 per day. Substitute custodian, $12.50 per hour. Substitute nurse, $95 per day. Substitute food service helper, $11.10 per hour. Substitute recess aide, $11.10 per hour. Substitute clerical, $12.50 per hour. Substitute bus driver, $14 per hour. Need a motion?
Moved.
Second?
Second.
Questions or discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? Section 9, additional appointments, consent agenda. CSE, CPSE Committee, yearly appointment, no stipend. Kimberly Herzl-Betts, Kathy Vale, Stephanie Carbone, Dr. Mariotis. TBA, Advanced Therapy, OT, TBA, Advanced Therapy, PT, Amy Murphy, Wine and Skill Union Preschool District teachers, Ann Hansen of Rensselaer County, and all ASEPs/county approved providers. Section 504, Compliance Officer, yearly appointment, no stipend, Dr. Mariotis. Impartial Hearing Officers, yearly appointment, it's $40 an hour. We have a list of a total of 30. I'm not going to read all those names. Title IX Compliance Officer, yearly appointment, Amy Murphy. Legislative Liaison for NISBA and CAPSPA, yearly appointment, no stipend, Eric Strang. Homeless Liaison Coordinator, yearly appointment, no stipend, Amy Murphy. Special Education Surrogate Parents, yearly appointment, no stipend, Marcia Anderson and Kenneth Anderson. Special Education Preschool Programs, Capital District Beginnings, Early Childhood Education Center, Story Place Preschool, A Child's Place at Unity House, Achievements, Spotted Zebra Preschool, Wine and Skill UFST, CEO Head Start Pre-K. The Dignity for All Co-Coordinators, yearly appointment, no stipend, Amy Murphy and Kim Herzl-Betts. The Audit Committee, yearly appointment, no stipend, Sally Luletta, Andrew Lannacy, Darcy Mack. And Chief Emergency Officer, yearly appointment, no stipend, Dr. Thomas Reardon. Need a motion?
Moved.
Second?
Second.
Questions or discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? Section 10, instructional contracts, consent agenda. For Brunswick, shall be $9,727 for general education, actual cost for special education. For East Greenbush, $8,975 for general education, actual cost for special education. For Haverhill Park, $8,165 for general education, actual cost for special education. For Troy, to be determined state set rates for general ed and also for special ed. Little Red tuition, this is for them to come here. K through 6 is $6,696. 7 and 8, $7,705. Special ed shall be the state set rate. And tuition for others to attend the Wine and Skill Union Free School District shall be the New York State set tuition rates. Need a motion?
Moved.
Second? Questions or discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those against? Okay, section 11, other, consent agenda, code of conduct, the district safety plan, and the athletic handbook. These are all the ones that are currently in.
Yes, these have all been recently revised too, so.
Yep. Okay.
What was the answer?
These have all been recently revised too. They're available online and also in paper copy.
There's paper copies here.
Yes.
Need a motion?
Moved.
Second? Questions or discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I would like to look at
All those against? Okay. Good. Moving right along to our regular monthly meeting.
Sorry.
Want to look at that?
I just figured I'd peruse them if there's a break. So. Touch them. See it, make sure it's probably more than a cover page.
Okay. Review of the agenda, additions to the agenda. Did you want to review the agenda quick, Dr. Ridd?
Sure. Well, good evening and welcome to our July reorganizational meeting / first board meeting of the 18-19 school year. So basically our highlights of the meeting, besides the consent pieces and some kind of club and organization appointments, we have 2 new staff members of the audience that will be under your consideration for appointments. That's very exciting for us. And thank you for attending.
Isn't this two smiling women in the audience?
The lead back here. Yes, thanks.
Okay, got him.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Ridd. 1.4, approval of minutes of the previous meeting. We've only had one in the last month, June 14th, 2018. Somebody make a motion?
Move.
A second? Any questions or discussion? All those in favor? Aye. All those against? 1.5, visitors and communication. Communications to the Board of Education. I have not received anything. I don't think anybody else has either. No? Okay, good. And letter B, opportunity for the public to be heard.
Nobody signed up?
Okay, we'll have an opportunity later in the meeting if anybody would like to sign up to speak to the board. 2.0, reports to the Board of Education. Board of Education reports and updates. I don't believe the board has anything that we have to report out on.
We're pretty boring.
Here we are. 2.2, district/superintendent program report. Looks like you have a couple things you want to talk about.
Sure.
I'll hand it over to you.
Well, thank you very much. Just a couple major updates. And again, I know Dr. Yuris will kind of capture some of the building level things that happened the last couple weeks of school between our last meeting and this meeting. But our main thing, of course, will be graduation. I may just kind of culminate our school year 3 weeks ago to the day. And that was on our brand new stage, which we finished, I believe, hours before we were ready to go, but it went off without a hitch. Well, there was one little hiccup, but we
There was a hitch.
made it through that. So I figured it out, though, for the future of not to leave something on for 8 hours. But it went very well. So Mrs. Boucher, who's one of our class advisors, thank you again for all you did to make that happen. So we point out our audience members as well. So a couple pieces just to update. As since then, our pre-K, we had our pre-K informational night this past Tuesday. We had 15 families. I will say it was remarkable. Each of our 15 families did show up with their appropriate paperwork. Our preschool providers, CEO Head Start, who will be preparing, that should be hiring their teacher in the next couple days or so, were able to give kind of an overview of the program, but also were able to tour the building. So really our families had a chance. Seems like a very positive group of people, very thankful to have this opportunity. So they will be our first cohort of pre-K starting, obviously, this fall with our pre-K piece. So the rooms, though, speaking of that, we're able to show one of the rooms, which the one room we'll be using this year. We are slated at this point to be done, if everything goes as scheduled, July 31st, meaning that's the point where the key should be turned over, cleaned, and there's some punch list items, but basically everything should be set. So right now we're still waiting for carpet, tile, and some pieces in the hallway to kind of maybe really tighten up the construction. It's there, but it's a little bit rough cut right now. So by July 31st, that's the current projection of the construction company, and that's a great thing. So again, well in time for school, furniture's on its way, everything's in the works to kind of make that happen. And other than that, basically, I would say that pre-K and the construction has been our major focus. Our summer projects obviously are the construction, getting that set, reallocating some space within the building, who will be moving into the new wing, pieces like that, cleaning rooms, getting things ready. Also reallocating our stage to kind of make sure that's set for, of course, the phys ed coming in this year. The gym and stage will be shared, so we're kind of looking at how we'll do that with band and make that work. But obviously, over the course of the next few weeks, we'll be planning our superintendent's conference day and getting that information out to our faculty. Even though summer did just begin, we will start getting that information out so people know what's going on.
Did we pick up another pre-K kid?
I was going to ask.
Did
We-
have 14?
We did. So we were 14 as of our last meeting, and literally the next day we had someone call and say, they basically, it was one of those, they sent their child down with the application, and somehow between the classroom and our office it disappeared.
Amazing how that
So I
happens.
don't know, definitely it went down. So basically there was always 15, I guess, but this family was very concerned about so it was very nice we still have the spaces. 3 more to go. We had 4 at that point. So literally after our last meeting, we had that person make that connection that they needed to resend that application. So we are 15, and they're very excited.
We have one set of twins?
One set of twins.
Excellent. For summer projects, were they able to sand the gym floor?
Great point. We will be it will be happening probably closer to the start of the school year.
Okay.
So it is set to go, but that'll be kind of our last finishing touch after the building is kind of, we want all the quote unquote for real dust to settle, and then we'll do it, our plan to go through that. So,
Okay.
so we're able to get that in the project. It's good.
Okay, good, thank you. 2.3, principals report. Dr. Yotis?
Again, graduation was amazing. A lot of compliments on the building, a lot of parent compliments on just everything. The stage was beautiful, and the chairs, and just the PowerPoint. We were inundated with lots of compliments, even phone calls the next day, so that's great. Over the last 3 weeks, I feel like I've spent every waking moment with a committee of teachers and staff looking over OLAS and scouring to fill the 2 vacancies that we had. We were blessed with a very strong pool. We had 200 applicants for the kindergarten position and 100 applicants for the remedial reading teacher position. and all very strong candidates. After seeing upwards towards about 50 screening interviews, we saw 10 full round interviews, and we are just so completely blown away and blessed by finding two of the top of the pool, and two amazing folks, as you'll see in a little bit. So I'm very excited, and again, we spent a lot of time, a lot of collaboration, a lot of shared decision making, asking staff members, faculty members, from middle school to primary and teacher aides, and everybody just really put in so much effort to scour over 300 applications, candidates, and so it was a lot of work, and it paid off, and I can't be prouder of the two that we're going to present tonight.
You guys are pretty special.
Yes.
Still smiling.
Yeah.
Still smiling.
So that's
No
it.
pressure.
That's it for us here.
Thank you, Dr. Yotis. 2.4, PTA, SEPTA update. I don't think we have one this
We
month.
were not sent one this month.
Okay. Moving along then, 3.0, appointments and authorizations. 3.1, approve the CSE, CPSE recommendations as per attached. Someone make a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or discussion? Okay.
Mrs. Castle?
Yes.
Mr. Hirakawa?
Yes.
Mr. Lanicy?
Yes. 3.2, accept the resignation of Lindy Sanger, kindergarten teacher, effective June 30th, 2018. Make a motion.
Move.
Motion.
Second.
Questions or discussion? Was this supposed to be on last month's agenda?
Yes, my fault for the immunography. I apologize.
Yep, not a problem. Okay.
Okay, Mrs.
Yes.
Castle? Mr. Hirakawa?
Yep.
Mr. Lanicy?
3.3, approve the following extracurricular appointments for the 2018-19 school year as per the WTA contract. Janine Mitchell, Builders Club. Janine Mitchell and Mary Alice Newell, Drama Club. Mary Alice Newell, All County Band. John Leroy, piano accompanist. Daniel DeSoto, Kathy Fazioli, Mary Alice Newell, Courtney Townsend, Patty Rowe, Lori Body as chaperones. Daniel DeSoto, intramurals. Mary Alice Newell, Janisma Band. Janine Mitchell, Rebecca Delaney, Karen Keene, Gina Mahoney, Mary Alice Newell, and Sarah Sepp, Odyssey of the Mind. Coaches, 3 teams, 2 assigned to each team. Mary Therese Butcher and Kinley, 8th grade advisors. Zachary Fahrenkopf and Sam Davis as modified boys soccer coaches. Michelle French, Kate Cronin, modified girls soccer coaches. Sarah Sepp, yearbook, and Laura Horacek. Matt Lutz, Sarah Sepp, Mary Alice Newell, Patty Rowe, Sarah Lant, Lisa Hancock, Mary Therese Butcher, Courtney Townsend, and Karen Kane, Homework Center. I need someone to make a motion.
Motion.
And a second.
Sorry, second.
Questions or discussion? Want to talk about any of these? I think
Nope,
we're all
these
pretty.
are just pretty much, these are
self-descriptive.
99% of our extracurricular clubs and activities and our fall sports. Obviously, there'll be more coming forth when we get to the winter and spring, but
Yep.
this pretty much covers us for the year.
Okay.
Mrs. Castle?
Yes.
Mr. Hirakawa?
Yep.
Mr. Lanicy?
Yes. 3.4, be it resolved that the Board of Education of the Wine and Skill Union Free School District hereby approves the memorandum of agreement by and between the district and the Wine and Skill Teachers Association, WTA, dated June 22nd, 2018, for a successor collective bargaining agreement, authorizes the superintendent to execute the agreement, and ratifies and approves the payment of money contained therein. The agreement will only be effective upon ratification of the WTA.
Second.
Questions or discussion?
Just to kind of recap, this is obviously the formal language for the 3-year contract agreement with the teachers. This kind of puts it in motion. So that was after our year of negotiating. We came to a very solid agreement.
Mrs. Castle?
Yes.
Mr. Hirakawa?
Yeah.
Mr. Lanicy?
Yes. Glad we were able to put it to bed. 3.5. Approved for the 2018-19 school year, July 1, 2018 through June 30th, 2019. Mary Yotis, principal of the Gardner Dickinson School, will be compensated with an annual salary of $103,044. This represents a 3% increase from our 2017-18 salary of $100,043. The district reserves the right to renegotiate future raises and subsequent conditions of Dr. Yurtis' current contract on file upon the completion of the 18-19 school year. Need a motion? Second?
Second.
Questions or discussion? Okay.
Mrs. Castle?
Yes.
Mr. Hirakawa?
Yes.
Mr. Lanicy?
Yes. Congratulations. 3.6, approve Katie Sheehan for a 3-year probationary term as a full-time remedial reading teacher, effective September 4th, 2018, at step 5, as per the WTA contract.
Motion.
Second.
Questions or discussion? Already introduced to everybody? Anything more you want to say?
Again, as Dr. Yurtis kind of
Dr.
alluded to,
Yurtis, yeah.
this was a very extensive process, so to have 2 candidates with you for consideration is very exciting. So, and actually, Katie is on our right, just here. So,
Okay.
Mrs. Castle?
Yes.
Mr. Hirakawa?
Yes.
Mr. Lanicy?
Yes. Congratulations.
Thank you. Make believe there's a crowd.
You guys are good enough. You'll be great.
We're the ones that count. 3.7, approve Jamie O'Brien for a 3-year probationary term as a full-time elementary education teacher, effective September 4th, 2018, at step 11, as per the WTA contract. Motion?
Move.
Second?
again, they underscore the same thing for Katie. Again, Jamie comes to us with experience, and again, surface at the top is our prime kindergarten candidate. So,
Thank you.
welcome.
Great.
Mrs. Castle?
Yes.
Mr. Hirakawa?
Yep.
Mr. Lanicy?
Yes. Congratulations.
Val's. Stuff.
4.0, informational. Our next regular meeting will be August 23rd, 2018. And this is our second final opportunity for the public to be heard. Anybody sign up?
You did.
No? Last chance?
Close it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, one piece, okay.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, for the record, just the board, we've been discussing probably a date at some point. We're missing obviously 2 members. They will probably do some sort of kind of board gathering to kind of work on areas of focus. So not a business meeting, but just kind of areas of focus, similar to what we did last year. So we'll be looking to kind of finalize a date and sync calendars for either an evening meeting or an evening dinner, just to kind of, do that so the public's aware.
Okay. For that. 5.0, request for executive session. I don't believe we have any need. Did you have a need for executive?
I do not.
No? No? Okay. Then we shall skip that, and we don't need to return to open session, and we'll move right to 7.0, adjournment. Need a motion?
Move. Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Is this our life?